Fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. We're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on Facebook.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one incredibly awesome and amazing ride on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on Facebook. Tonight we have in the house with us Oliver and Sebastian Wheldon. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yes. So let's talk about your racing careers, Oliver and Sebastian. How did it begin for you guys?
So I started in kid kart, and I started at the age of 5, when I started driving the kid kart class, and yeah, went on from there. I started not like almost 4 years after Sebastian did.
Okay.
I started because of my dad, and because I liked how Sebastian was doing it, so I wanted to do it. And I
Okay.
started out in kid kart just like he did.
Okay. So Sebastian and Oliver, when you guys got into kid kart, did you guys have like instantaneous success, or was it did it just come with time?
I was working on it. I was getting better every race.
Okay. How about you, Sebastian?
So I kind of just got it from my dad, I think, because I was really quick when I first went into karts. So yeah.
Yeah. So Sebastian and Oliver, okay. So after you guys got done with kid karts, what was the next step for you guys? What was the next step up for you guys?
The class is called Micro Swift. That's where I got into after kid kart.
And how about you, Oliver? I mean, Sebastian, sorry.
It's okay. I started in the next class after kid kart was Rotax Micromax.
Okay. So did you guys have instantaneous success on there, or did that come with time too?
I think from kid kart, we did pretty well because we were learning in kid kart still. And I think when we moved up to micro, we were just already pretty good.
Okay. How about you, Sebastian?
Yeah, I definitely, I learned a lot in kid kart, which kind of helped me in the bigger classes, because I kind of knew the basics a bit more. And yeah, I think my first race I finished 4th out of like 15.
Okay. So Sebastian and Oliver, okay. Then after you get done with those classes, did you guys make a jump to another class then?
Yeah, so right now I'm in mini, which was the next class after micro.
Okay. And how about you, Sebastian?
So after Rotax Micromax, I went up to Mini Swift.
Okay. Did you guys have success in those classes?
Yes. I actually won my first national race in Mini Swift. So.
Okay. And what was that national race that you won, Sebastian?
It's called SCUSA
Okay.
Series. I
Okay.
won, I think, round 2.
Okay.
Round 2.
Okay. Oliver, okay. So have you had a lot of success in that class that you're in now?
Yes, I've won. This season, I've won a championship called the Florida Winter Tour.
Very cool. Congratulations.
Thank you. I've won a SCUSA Winter Series championship, and I haven't won any more championships this year, but I've won a couple more races.
Okay, how about you, Sebastian?
I think I got second in the USPKS championship for KA100, which is the class I am now.
Okay.
And I also finished in Mini Swift. I also got P3 in one of the championships because my class had all like the junior drivers.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
So one of the questions I did not get a chance to ask you earlier is, what is your favorite racetrack to race on?
Right now, mine is probably It's called GoPro Motorplex
Okay.
or Newcastle. It's in Indianapolis.
Okay. How about you, Sebastian?
I really like Newcastle a lot. I like that track.
Okay. Okay. So Sebastian and Oliver, okay, now that you guys are racing these classes, so what do you guys race for racing chassis?
I use a Cosmic cart. It's pretty much the same as a Tony cart.
Okay. And how about you, Sebastian?
Yeah, same thing with the Cosmic. I just use a bit of a bigger chassis because different classes.
Okay. Okay. So Sebastian and Oliver, let's talk about your racing numbers now. What's the story behind your racing numbers?
Mine is from my dad. I'm number
Okay.
10, which he was number 10.
Oh, yes. Yes. I remember when you drove the number 10. Yes. How about you, Sebastian?
I chose the 894, but the 4 was kind of representing his car number,
Yep.
and 798 because he drove 98 when he won his second Indy 500.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So I got a question for you guys. Another question. What's it like to have a Borg Warner trophy at your house?
That's cool. It's actually right behind us.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. So Sebastian and Oliver, let's talk about, okay, a little bit further into your racing careers. Let's talk about what's your 5-year plan with the racing?
Probably my goal is probably to get into F4
Okay.
and something like that.
How about you, Sebastian?
I think my goal in around 5 years is to probably get into F4, win a couple races there, and then try to win a championship, and then go to maybe Indy Lights or something.
Okay. So now what's your 10-year plan?
My 10-year plan would probably be to win my rookie year for the Indianapolis 500 in the IndyCar.
Very cool.
Mine would be probably either to get an IndyCar. I'll take any opportunities I get.
Okay. 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 So, okay, let's talk about your deal that you have with Andretti Autosport too. So what's that deal?
We're junior drivers for that team, so we're not
Okay.
like. So it's really a pleasure to have Andretti sponsor us and have them on their junior program because we can learn a lot from the bigger drivers and
Yeah.
acknowledge that and to put it into when we first go into cars. So, and a lot of it comes from my dad, I think, and yeah.
Oh, yes, yes. So I get a question for you too, then too. Being your dad collected shoes, do you guys collect shoes also?
Not as much as he did.
How about you, Sebastian?
Yeah, same. I just kind of have like 1 or 2 pairs of shoes that I use, so not
Okay.
really.
Okay. Okay. So Sebastian and Oliver, okay, let's talk now. Okay. Who do you guys have for sponsors on your race cars?
So we have Andretti Autosport, and we have Big Machine Records, which is a labeling company, a record label company, and Imaginarium, which is a pillow, airplane pillow company.
Okay.
And Hot Wheels.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool, guys. So are you guys still looking for sponsors?
Always. Yeah, always.
Okay. If there's anybody out here going to be watching this racing show with me and Sebastian and Oliver Wheldon, and you guys want to be a part of their racing team, help them out in any way, reach out to Sebastian and Oliver and their mom, Susie, because they would appreciate the sponsorship on their race cars as they get further into their racing careers. So Sebastian and Oliver, let's talk about now, what do you like to do when you're not at the racetrack?
I like to skateboard. I like to ride my bike down my little neighborhood.
Okay.
I also like to play video games a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I like to do iRacing.
Okay.
And sometimes kart racing, bro.
Okay. How about you, Sebastian?
I mostly like to play iRacing, Car Racing Pro.
Okay, very cool, very cool, very cool. So Sebastian and Oliver, who are some of your guys' friends at the racetrack?
I have a friend named Enzo. I have a friend named Gio. He's on our team right now. Enzo's not.
Okay.
Those are some of my close friends, and I have a friend named Hasir
Okay.
and Max and Rocco.
Okay.
They're
How about you,
both on our
Sebastian?
team. So first of all, I don't really have friends on the racetrack
Yeah.
but off the racetrack, I have kind of the same as Oliver, like Rocco, Sear, Gio, Max, all of those guys, and yeah.
So Sebastian and Oliver, I got a question for you. Okay. Being you guys race go-karts and stuff like that, and you guys race at Newcastle, do you guys know Austin Olds, who races for Willpower Karting?
Yeah, I know him. I'm actually on a Discord call with him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm friends with his mom and dad and him. So yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So Sebastian and Oliver, let's talk. Okay, who is your racing heroes?
Probably my dad for one, and then Colt Herta, Scott Dixon, Willpower, all of those drivers.
Okay.
Some of mine are Colton Herta, some of Sebastian's.
Yeah.
I have Willpower, Brian Hunter Ray, and more drivers.
So do you guys get a lot of autographs requests like, hey, can I get your autograph? That type of thing there?
Not really. Maybe a little bit sometimes when we go to an IndyCar race or something.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So what's it like to walk around Indianapolis Motor Speedway? I've never been there.
It's probably the best experience if it's your first time there.
Yeah. Yep. So I know you guys are friends with Dario Franchitti. How's he to talk to? Is he pretty cool?
Yes, yeah, he's a great guy.
And TK?
Yes, he's funny.
Oh yeah. Yes, definitely. So Oliver and Sebastian, what do you guys like to eat at the racetrack?
You don't want to eat a lot, but you do want to eat because you can be overweight in a go-kart, or you can't be overweight, you can be underweight, and you can get disqualified from that.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
pretty bad. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
kind of want to eat like pasta, sandwich, or like protein shake or something like that.
How about you, Sebastian?
Kind of the same as Oliver. Yeah, just protein and salad and a sandwich.
Okay. So let's talk about, okay, some experiences you've had on the racetrack. What's one of the worst things you've had happen to you on the racetrack, you guys?
So far, I'm super grateful that I haven't flipped yet, because usually that happens a lot, but
Yeah.
to me, it hasn't happened yet. But the worst thing that's probably happened to me on the racetrack is I was going for a move on somebody in the, I think it was Scusa Supernats and in a Homestead.
Yeah.
And I clipped the back tire of the person I was going on the pass for. And I was like this, looking down on the ground. But
Yeah.
I almost flipped, but I didn't.
Oh boy. How about you, Sebastian?
Well, not really, but like my biggest one would probably be like not having brakes and almost kind of hitting the wall. So that's kind of like my biggest one.
Wow. I'll tell you what, the only times I've raced a go-kart was at an amusement park, and a buddy of mine that used to work on go-karts, he used to be the mechanic over there, and he called me up and he'd be like, hey Josh, you need to get over here, I'm working. Okay, Nate, no big deal. So I get over there and he pulls me up to the front of the line. He's like, I've got your cart ready for you. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I took the governors out, you can go fast in this thing now. So yeah, that's pretty fun going out there hanging out with him and stuff. So Sebastian and Oliver, let's talk about what grades are you guys in school now?
in 5th grade. I'm in 6th grade.
Okay. Alrighty, Sebastian, Oliver. Let's talk too now. Okay, let us talk about do you guys have any superstitions, like things that you will do on race day and won't do on race day?
Yeah, usually I'll have like a protein shake
Yeah.
or protein bar.
Yeah.
That's basically.
Oh yeah. How about you, Sebastian?
So you don't want to eat cookies or any of that junk food like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what Oliver said, protein and a lot of salad. Well, not a lot, but like a little bit of salad and a lot of sandwiches.
Okay. So Sebastian and Oliver, let's talk now. Who do you guys have work on your go-karts and your race cars?
My mechanic's name is Dennis Ramirez.
Okay.
That's his full name. And our team principal, like the owner of the team, his name is Leo. He'll work on my cart occasionally, not always. It's usually Dennis.
Okay. How about you, Sebastian?
So mostly Leo works on my go-kart because he knows a lot more about the big carts. And yeah.
Okay. So so you guys are looking forward to your racing careers further as you get into them. I know you guys are looking forward to climbing an Indy car and going out there and racing the Indy 500, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So who do you all know in the IndyCar series that you get a chance to talk to?
Probably one of our closest or 2 closest friends in IndyCar is probably Scott Dixon and Colton Herta. Will
Okay.
Power is pretty close to us too.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely. So Sebastian and Oliver, I want to thank you guys for being on the racing show with me tonight, talking to us about your racing careers. I am going to be talking to your mom about possibly sponsoring you some way. That would be really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
For sure.
So Sebastian and Oliver, what is your racing nicknames?
My nickname is Torpedo.
How about you, Sebastian?
I don't really have a nickname, but I just go with Sebastian.
Okay. There is a guy that I'm friends with out here, Sebastian and Oliver. He's a little bit older than you, and he's racing full-size dirt stock cars. He's won a lot of big races this year, and I'll tell you what, his nickname is the Game Changer.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. So Sebastian and Oliver, like I said, thank you very much for being on board with me on the racing show, talking to us about your racing careers, getting to know you a little bit better. At the end of your racing season, can I have you guys back on here again?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, definitely. But I'm going to call you guys in a little bit and thank you guys in person for being a part of this with me. And like I said, it's been my pleasure to sit there and talk to you guys and get to know you guys a little bit better. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. You guys, talk to you a little bit. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Yep. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Sebastian and Oliver Wheldon. Their dad was the legendary IndyCar racer and 2-time Indianapolis 500 champion, Dan Wheldon. Dan won the Indy 500 in 2005 and 2011. He also won the 2005 IZOD IndyCar Championship. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank Oliver and Sebastian Wheldon, their mom Susie, and their whole racing team for being a part of this racing show with me tonight. Also, I'd like to talk about some racing news here. Parker Bupp picked up the win last weekend in his micro sprint for the final race of his season. So congratulations to Parker Bupp. But then there's a couple of races that are on the quarter midget side of things yet that they're doing. So good luck to those guys as they wind down their seasons. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, thank you very much for being a part of this with me, a part of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show #1. If you get time, press like, subscribe, and hit that notification button on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show #1 on YouTube. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show #1.